Thank you for registering at the TMS Virtual Conference. Now, the Track My Startup platform after registration is actually quite simple to use. When you log in, you will come up with this dashboard in multiple tabs. The most important tab for your fundraising journey is the Equity Allocation tab. Over here, you can see the total number of shares and price per share as you've allocated it during your registration process. And the founder information and the equity allocation of each founder. To start your fundraising journey, simply click on the edit button in the fundraising section and activate your fundraising round. You can choose the type of the round that you're raising, the money that you're trying to raise, the equity that you would offer in exchange, the domain of your startup, the stage of your startup. You can attach a pitch deck, preferably in a PDF format, and a pitch video. Now your pitch video has to be a public YouTube URL, and this cannot be a YouTube Shorts link, right? It has to be a proper YouTube video. Once done, you can save. The moment you save, your pitch deck and pitch video will be shared with all the investors on the platform. If an investor, after reviewing your pitch video and pitch deck, wants to conduct a due diligence of your startup, or wants to make an offer, they will simply do so from their platform, and you will receive a request in the offers received table in the dashboard tab, right? Now it's very important that you understand that your investors and your even future incubation centers, to view your dashboard or your compliance status, to conduct a due diligence until and unless you approve it from the offers received section. Once that is done, the next step is to add your current investors and incubation centers. You can do so using the forms here. This forms here is for the investors, and this one is for incubation centers. It is very important that you add your current investors and your current incubation centers and any recognition that you have, because this builds a lot of trust amongst the investors. If you want to apply for any of the programs conducted by incubation centers, you can go to the Programs tab, and over here simply have to click the Apply button. You can select your domain, the stage, attach the pitch deck specific to the program that you're applying to, the pitch video that you would like to submit for this one, and submit your application. You will no longer have to spend 2-3 hours filling out long forms for applying for incubation support or accelerator programs. Once this is done, the next step is to prove that your startup is compliant. Based on the date of registration, the company's type, and the country of registration, this tab will create and curate a specialized checklist for your company. You will have one for your parent company and any other subsidiaries that you have in a foreign country. You will have to upload a proof of document for each of these compliances. Now, we also have separate profiles for your CA and CSS. You can link their profiles using the CA code and the CS code in the profile tab. Your CA and CS will have to create their own profiles. Creation of their profiles is absolutely free. Once you've added your CA and CSS, they can verify the documents from their end. What this does is it offers a third-party verification by a certified chartered accountant and a certified company secretary. If there are any other additional documents that you would like to submit, you can do so using the company document section. Over here you can upload your GST registration, your company registration certificate, and any other document that you would like to submit. You also have a section for intellectual properties and trademark. You can use the form here to add any trademark or IP that you have. After the Compliance tab, the most recommended tab is the Employees tab. The biggest expenditure for any startup is the expenditure on salaries, and this is something that investors really want to know. Apart from that, another expenditure is the expenditure of ESOPs. Investors want to know if you have allocated an ESOP pool and who has received how much ESOP, which employee of yours or which department of yours. This tab allows you to do that. You can simply add an employee When adding an employee, you can allocate the ESOP that you would like to give to that employee in the local currency. Based on your current share price, it will automatically allocate the number of shares for it. You can choose between a one-time allocation, an annual allocation, a quarterly allocation, or a monthly allocation. You can also attach the employee contract and save. The next tab is the financial tab. This is a very important tab for the investors and incubation centers because they want to monitor the fund utilization of your startup. For example, if you've received any grant, your incubation center would like to know where you've spent that money, right? A fund utilization certificate is very important. This chart or this tab allows you to generate that with a single click. Every time your business makes an expenditure or a revenue, you can simply add it here using the form. You can choose the funding source. In this case, for the sample, I've already added a funding source from DST. And once I add the record, it will automatically create an entry in the expenditure list. If your investor or your incubation center, which is governing your grant, wants to see the utilization, they simply have to come to the investor list and click on download fund utilization certificate. A quick and easy fund utilization certificate will be generated right here, along with the invoice links. Your CA can use this one document to validate the fund utilization and ensure that you have not misused any of the funds that you've been granted. If you have any other questions, you can reach out to us on support@trackmystartup.com. Thank you very much.